Yo, yo, yo. All right. We in business. All right. Sweet. All right. Let me just this bad boy. There we go. That's better. Oh, wait. This way, probably. There we go. Perfect. We about to live stream. Welcome, everybody. Happy Friday. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to another amazing day. Looks like it's going to rain, that's for sure. I thought it was going to be sunny, and maybe it will later in the day. I don't know, but it's gotten a little more chilly than it was earlier. Let's just say that. But we're gonna go live for a little bit. We're gonna be live for a little bit. We're gonna do a Q&A. I'm here to answer any of your questions, be it things that have to do with aliens and extraterrestrials and the unseen world, and or it could be something like in the third dimension, like that you're struggling with an addiction, or you know whatever. It doesn't matter. It could be anything, all across the board. Mega King type shit. What's good? Welcome to the live stream, everybody. Happy Friday. We're going to do a Q&A today. And I'm here to answer any questions you guys have regarding anything, really. The state of the world, the unseen world, psychic abilities, breath work. I mean, it could be anything. Health, fasting, veganism, whatever you want to ask. The floor is opened. We're going to give it a few minutes for everyone to join. Just please be respectful for me and for anyone on the live stream. That's all I ask. Let's spread love and kindness instead of adding to the problems that the world is already in and just adding to it. Let's move in a different way ourselves so that we can make the world a better place. Because it all starts with each and every one of us. You could sit here and say, well, what am I going to do, or how can I change it? Well, you can change the way you show up in the world. And that's going to make a big difference and a big impact on the planet and where we're all headed. So just be kind, that's all. It doesn't cost anything to be kind. Okay, what is it? And if as long as it's appropriate, that's fine. What's the question? Just please be respectful for the people in the chat and for myself and everyone listening to the replay of whatever your question is. While we give it a few more minutes for everyone to join and pile in and what have you. Corn and cattle, what's good? I don't know what that means. Do a donut. What the heck does that mean? And everybody drop in the comments where you're from. Vincent, it looks like what you see, it looks like in the picture, in the video. What more can I tell you? Uh, it looks like what you see, it looks like in the video. Clean and just as you see it in the video. Um, Again, I don't know what some of these terminologies are, so I'm not going to entertain it. Corn, cattle, whatever you're trying to do. You're from the USA? Okay, cool, man. Cool, cool. Are you on the West Coast, East Coast, in the middle? Um, if we had a time machine, I think we would tell everyone to eat from the fruit of good and evil without eating it would us humans not exist. I think you're referring to like Adam and Eve with the apple. I don't even, to be honest with you, I don't even ever believe that actually even happened. And the sources the downloads I've received and the information I've received, I just don't even, again, everybody is allowed their own opinion and what you believe and what you don't believe. And again, whatever you believe is going to be your reality. I don't believe that actually happened. I believe that's just a distraction. I believe there's definitely dark entities that are controlling the planet and in fact have found a way to separate us from God Himself while being here on planet Earth. Again, and I said this the other day, and you might ask me, well, God is powerful. Why couldn't He just change everything? And I thought the same thing many, many years ago. But the fact of the matter is we come here with knowing that we have choice and free will. And that's the whole reason that this planet is so special, is because of the free will and the choice that we get. So they've kind of taken advantage of that fact that we have free will and choice. And in having free will and choice, God will not step in. Our angels and guides will not step in. No one will step in without you agreeing to it or even asking for it, the help. So if you ever want to know or ask yourself why God does not step in, He'll only step in if you ask for it. Because that's the laws of the universe, and that's what the laws are. So I hope that answers your question. I hope I didn't go a roundabout way. We are here to eradicate the dark. Another thing that I really don't agree with is the fact that, again, everyone is allowed their opinion, and I don't judge you for your opinion. And just because I don't agree, that's normal and that's okay. I don't believe that we have to have darkness in the way that we do. I don't believe that we need to have the contrast that we have to evolve. I don't believe any longer that we need to experience both sides of the coin like we have for thousands of years. I think we're done with that. I think we've learned from it. And as we go higher in frequency and vibration, as we raise our consciousness more and more, we won't need to expand, to evolve. We won't need to go through things in the way that we have pretty much any longer. Well, we don't really have control over our destiny. God is in control. Again, we're aspects of God. We're disciples of God. I kind of say that we are God in human form, all of us, but we don't have the full aspects of God. But a lot of these things have been made up intentionally and purposefully. Again, it all boils down to greed and manipulation and control, and putting people in fear, because when you're in fear and you're manipulated, you then are easily able to be controlled, and you're not going to obtain or have access to these higher dimensional beings. You're not going to have access to um, higher technologies. You're not going to have access to teleportation, going into the future and the past. All these things are available. We just have forgotten that they're available to us, if that makes any sense. Purposefully done, though. As you all can see, what's happening on the world stage with the different these people that have been in power, that we have continued to put in power, the things and the horrific things that they've done and they continue to do, because we continue to put them in power. So now more and more of society and the human race is beginning to see how dark some of these individuals are, how evil some of these individuals are on the planet, and the things that they have the capability to do, like shapeshift. But I thought God gave us the power of free will. Yes, that's the whole thing. Yes, exactly. That's what I was just referring to, free will and choice. That's why God won't step in. Exactly. But now what's happening through all of these different energies that are coming onto the planet, it's changing us. Now, keep in mind, yes, we have, oh yeah, I get what you're saying. Excuse me, let me retract what I was saying. Yes, we have free will, but the free will that we have is just resistance to what our higher self and our soul is actually leading us. See, here's the kicker. Our soul has free will. We seem to think our ego does, and our human, right? And that's why there's so much disease on the planet going on, because people are in resistance. Their ego is in resistance to what their soul is leading and guiding them to. And what their soul signature is. That's the free will. The soul has the free will. But humans have identified with the physical body. They've identified with their job, with who they are, their personality. And that's what they identify with as free will. Well, I'm making the choice. No, you're not. It's inevitably, it's your soul making the choices and choosing. There's a difference between the soul and the ego, and the identity that the ego has kind of identified with. Oh, I'm a plumber. Oh, I'm an electrician. Oh, I'm an IT guy. Oh, I'm a chef. I love this music. I identify with this music, with this way of being, like I'm Italian, or I'm German, or I come from this state or this lineage, right? That's all the ego. That's all the human that they've created. Because inevitably, are you really those things once you leave the body? No, it doesn't come with you. Your personality does, but not the things that you did as a, what is it, like as a, there's a word I'm trying to find. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I lost my the flow that was just coming through. But I thought God gave us the power of free will so we can find our way, grace. Yeah, finding our way back to source, to the creator, which they've found a way to separate us from source and the creator through fake religions and fake politics and fake everything. I didn't think he was making me do what I do. I want to take responsibility for my actions, good and bad. It's not really you, though. Your soul is wanting to experience those things. Again, it's the resistance that you put up is where the suffering lies. If you listen, like if you go into stillness, okay, if you go into stillness, right? And you don't have any distractions, you have no sounds around, you have no music, you have no TV on, you have no nothing. You're just sitting at 2, 3 in the morning when no one is awake. There's no way that you can be distracted. And you listen. And you listen closely. And you ask questions. You will get the answers. You will get the proper guidance. Now, again, your soul is leading you, but it's the resistance our ego puts up against it. That's the choice and the free will that we have. And it's very little. It's very little. You think that God was going to give us, like, listen, man, be real. Let's be real. You think God was going to give full reins, like free will, like to the point where literally you could do whatever it may seem like people are doing whatever they want here. But trust me when I tell you, God is at the helm, regardless of what you see going on in the world. And no matter what, you see these people on trial for the things that they so-called did to, and I'm not going to say so-called because they did do it. Again, a lot of it is karmic clearing too. A lot of people are going through these horrific things because they experienced they did something in a previous life or many previous lives that they have to clear. I have a hard time remembering that my ego is not me because I use my ego in this physical world. Without my ego, I don't know if I would still be human. Of course you would. Of course you definitely would. But the fact of the matter is the ego has been programmed and conditioned in a certain way, in a specific way, which is not of love or of love vibration. See, we've been programmed and conditioned to be in survival majority of our life. That's the whole thing, survival. And so we bring this primitive ego from this primitive life, and essentially it's controlling and leading and standing in the way, essentially, of the soul leading you. Man, let me tell you what, man. It is so beautiful and so amazing when you actually just listen and you follow the inner guidance. Man, magic unfolds. All the things just fall into place, man. Everything just literally falls into place. Preston, what's good, brother? How you doing, man? Welcome to the live stream. How's everything, man? Today's Q&A. We'll be on for another maybe half hour or so, I would venture to say. Any questions you guys want to ask, man? Nectar is asking a lot of really good questions, and I appreciate it, man. So keep them coming, Nectar. And I hope that you subscribe to the channel as well. I hope you subscribe to the channel as well. Um, no, that's the personality. You're confusing the ego with the personality. The ego is, you know, yeah, that, okay, let me read your question fully and thoroughly so I can answer it the best way I can. I thought the ego is what makes us different from other animals. No, it's just there to, like, if we didn't have it, it's like kind of like it's primitive, man. Let me just say that. And it's been conditioned and programmed in a certain way from like survival. Like, I need to survive. And that's really what the ego is there for, to help you survive. That's it. That's not your personality. And when you leave the planet, you will leave with your personality. But the ego seems to identify with everything, and it doesn't like change. It doesn't like change. It wants to be in control of everything, and it wants to feel comfortable and complacent. And that's why so many people struggle with um, they struggle with uh, change because of the ego, and the ego doesn't like change. Um, yeah, that's not. Yeah, exactly. We think of ourselves as self. Well, we're becoming more and more aware. Let me just say that. That's for cert. That's for sure. Um, that is for damn sure. You love the vibes here, subbing for sure. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, Nectar. I appreciate that, man. Let me tell you what. Tomorrow is going to be a really good one. Tomorrow, when you sub, you will see a thumbnail for it, and I'm standing in the thumbnail touching an extraterrestrial's finger. We're going to talk about contact. We're going to talk about ETs and higher dimensional beings, and higher technologies like med beds, and different technologies, and blah say blah. No, I don't dye my beard. I just actually went to the barber yesterday, and she did me right, man. Let me tell you what. She didn't do what she normally does. I didn't get the facial and stuff like that. Pause. Um, but she did me right, man. She if you could see, she trimmed around the mustache and everything, man. It's looking good. She didn't do a perm on it. Usually she straightens it, but she didn't do that this time. I don't know. Maybe it was because it was like late in the day or something like that. Normally I would go in the morning, like 9 o'clock, but this time it was like 12:30. So maybe that was why. I don't know, but it was slam busy there at the barbershop, and everybody wanted their hair done, apparently, um, on a Thursday, maybe before the weekend. Next time, maybe I need to do it on a Monday. It'll probably won't be as busy. Yeah, and definitely sub, man. I appreciate you, man. But anyways, we're gonna talk about contact tomorrow, 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. So definitely pull up for the live stream. What is your question? How can I strengthen my intentions in the astral when I have a no body? You have to do it here in the physical. Before whatever you do, preparing for you setting that intention, it will set it for, like, you have to basically say, my intention for when I'm in the astral plane is this, blah 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 blah, and so it is, and so it will be. Salt life. I love how you guys are so inquisitive all the time, man. I love it. Keep asking questions, man. Even a question like that is not a stupid question. So keep asking questions, man. This is how we change the world. Instead of just, this is how you break out of the spell that they've had us in. for thousands of years. By asking questions, even if it's a question about a decal on a window, it doesn't matter. It's retraining your brain and your mind to ask questions, to ask like a child does. Why is the sky blue, Dad? Mom? Why is the sun come up and rise and go down? Like, ask freaking questions, whatever they are. It doesn't matter. Mom, how does a baby happen? Can you explain it to me? You know, asking these questions, man, it doesn't matter. Making like sex and making breastfeeding and all these different things like normal, because they are. And we made it's like, oh God, don't talk about that, how babies are made. And, you know, it's like everything is like hush hush, you know, and it's like, it don't even make sense. But yeah, you could ask, but yet, oh, I got to ask about taxes and and the IRS and this, and you know what I mean? Like, it's like the things that I feel like are important, we aren't taught. Then we have to go to things like pornography to learn how babies are born, you know, or conceived or whatever. um, it's like, ask the questions, man. No question is ever stupid. The only question that is stupid is the one that's never asked. Now, of course, if I feel like it's disrespectful or something of that sort, then yeah, I'm not going to. I'm going to say no. I'm not going to answer that, because please be respectful. You know. But other than that, no, I don't. It's just, you're just seeing it like, no, there's no spot on my nose. Um, no, hell no. I don't think age 29 is old. I don't think any age is old. That's another bunch of garbage that they fed us. You know, oh, like, let me celebrate my birthday, and every year you get older, and they're like, and then you think that you're coming to the end, and it's not the end. It never is the end, because energy never dies. So it means you never die. You just graduate on into the unseen world, and then you may choose to come back, and you may not. But let me tell you what, man, I'm going to talk more about this tomorrow, but since this is Q&A, there's technologies out there to reverse aging, okay? And they've had these technologies, and I'm going to talk more about it tomorrow. But if you have questions about it, I'm more than willing to answer them. But there is technologies that have been available. But again, we've been manipulated, we've been controlled, we've been kept in low frequency and vibrations, that we haven't been able to access these technologies like med beds. But now we are going to be accessing them. And quite literally, you can go in a med bed, and in 20 minutes, you can have a limb regenerated. Okay? Like a finger. If you lost your finger, you can have it regenerated. You can be regressed back to 20 something years old again. Okay? You can live for thousands of years if you wanted to. There is proof in history books that we have lived for 900 years or more. It is possible. You just have to believe these things, man. You have to open your mind. You have to not be closed-minded. Lysergic? I don't know what that is. Can you explain what it is, CJ? I'm not sure. Do you mean like hallucinogenics, or things like acid, or plant medicines, or ayahuasca, stuff like that? I'm assuming that's what you're referring to. But I'm going to tell you right now, there is, yeah, okay. I have not done ayahuasca or plant medicine. I've done mushrooms, I've done acid, I've done ecstasy, I've done weed, I've done all those things. Not yet have I done plant medicine. I plan to, with the right person. I want to make sure that when I do plant medicine or ayahuasca or anything like that, that I have someone that has been doing it for a very long time, before I decide to do it with someone. Yes, 1000% RID. Yes. I mean, Rife Technology is one, for one, that they've hidden from us. There's med beds, yes. Why do you think they've hidden these things from us? Because there's money in it. There's money in chemotherapy. Like one chemotherapy session is like 100. I mean, I don't even know what it runs, but it's well over 100 something $1,000 for one session, one treatment. They want to keep you sick and confused and lost and controlled and manipulated because it keeps you in the system, man. If you were empowered and you were connected to God's source, you wouldn't need them. You wouldn't need anybody. You would be governing, and you could heal yourself. You wouldn't have to go to a Walgreens and get some cold flu pill that only suppresses the symptoms. You'd be able to heal yourself if you didn't forget how to do it, because we have the ability within us. Why do you think God implanted the breath within us? And the breath can literally bring you from stress to peace in seconds. And there's so many cures through the breath. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Preston. Yes, exactly. But money is an illusion as well because we don't need money. First of all, energy should be free. They've created all these jobs through electric companies and all this stuff when it's free. Tesla said it long ago. Water's supposed to be free. Food's supposed to be free. There's technologies out there to replicate food, to replicate a house where you don't even have to build it. It's not needed. There's technologies that they use to populate a grocery store without even paying for anything in it. And then they get the public to pay for it. Trust me, man, I'm going to talk a lot about a lot of things with you guys that I am aware of and that I know of as I'm, of course, guided to do so. I have to be very mindful of what I say and what I talk about because there's still dark energies and forces out there that don't want this stuff out yet. Okay? Again, it is out there, and it is, when I am told the word that I can't talk about things anymore, I will not talk about it. Exactly, Ridge. Exactly. Common side effect is a show about mushrooms helping people. It got canceled, but it's a good watch. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Isn't it wild? But we're starting to realize this stuff. We're starting to wake up to the fact that they've been poisoning us with the foods they've been giving us. Why do you think they don't want you growing your own stuff? Because they poison everything with pesticides, with spraying in the sky, with in our water with fluoride. They get you to go to the dentist and you use fluoride and it calcifies your pineal gland, which that's where your psychic abilities and senses come from. So let me just say that if we had all of this, we would be the most powerful race. And it was available to us back in Atlantis. If you're familiar with Atlantis, they were in their power. They knew who they were, but it was the moment when they gave their power to an external group of people, which is when society fell and they destroyed themselves. And then we got to the place we are now, where we continue to put different people in power, and yet they're controlling us. I mean, look at every single thing that is out there. They can pull the red carpet from underneath us anytime they want. Your money in the bank, is it really safe? They can delete it anytime they want and say you have no money in your bank account, right? I mean, they could erase all the records anytime they want instantaneously. They could close the doors on a grocery store and say you don't have access to it. It's like there's so much control, and yet there's 38 trillion. You're probably, are you saying there's 38 trillion people? I thought there was like 8 billion people on this planet. I mean, if we all came together, it would be a whole different ball game compared to the few people that are running the show, you know? Oh, debt. Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah. Well, that too. Exactly my point, you know? But the only reason there's that is because they've lied to us and, you know, um, kind of put us in a position to create debt, you know? No, we're getting there, man. That's the whole thing. We're getting there, man, because the Epstein files is one of the many things that are going to be disclosed, and now it's being put in people's faces as to what these people have been doing. And more are we starting to realize that they're poisoning everything, and there are chemicals in there. They want to keep you in a low frequency and a low vibration so you're in fear and easily controlled, man. And it happens even on here. This channel has been suppressed for like the last year. I'm fortunate to reach some of you, but to be honest with you, it isn't like it was over a year ago where I literally Luna went live and we had over 12,000 people in here. They can turn the floodgates on or turn them off anytime they want. They can get me to reach you or not reach you, on all platforms, because all the platforms are being controlled in some way, shape, or form. It's a lot looser now than it was, but I mean, I'm seeing a lot more information get out, but then they're putting out other information to kind of counteract it, so then you're confused. And the more and because most people are so disconnected from source and God and the creator, and their higher self, and they don't even know what intuition is, they can confuse you really easily with information to the point where you don't even know what is real. And now they're slipping AI into it. So you can't tell unless you use discernment, unless you go within, you're not going to be able to tell what's real and what's not. And that's the whole point that they're trying to do. They're trying to confuse you, because when you're in confusion, you're easily controlled and easily in fear and manipulated. And it goes back to the same thing over and over again. They want to keep you in the system, in debt, in fear, easily controlled, at a low vibration, so you don't ascend. Okay? Because we're going through a great awakening and we're going through the ascension process. We're ascending to a higher frequency and vibration. But again, they want to try to stop it, but they can't. And this cannot be stopped. And it will not be stopped. And we're coming back to peace and sovereignty and harmony and balance. I don't like when people sit here and they say that, oh no, it's not going to be that way. Like, you need contrast. No, I don't think so. Not in the way that we've had it. We're not meant to come here. I mean, I asked this question for so long. No soul would choose to come here and go through and experience this unless you volunteered to come here to assist humanity in this massive evolutionary shift. Otherwise, why would you have chosen to come here at this time? To work your ass off 40, 80, 90 hours a week doing something you hate because you think that you have to? And then you're just waiting for the day you leave the planet. Why would you choose that? Like, why would anybody choose that if you were aware or awake to it? You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to ask yourself that. Why would you do that? Why would you choose that? But a lot of us came here to eradicate it, to shut it down, to dismantle it, to disrupt it. Like Trump, Donald Trump, the commander in chief, right now, his whole contract was to come here and disrupt everything, to dismantle it. That was the purpose of him coming here. That was the purpose of the role he's taken on, is to disrupt and dismantle everything, to bring it down, so that we can create a new systems from love. Everything that is of creation at this point that has been running is now falling apart because it cannot It cannot withstand the frequencies and vibrations that humanity is raising their frequency and vibration to. Right? These systems that have been currently running and are running are not going to be able to survive the transition that we're all going through. Okay? So they're gonna break down, and they are breaking down. The financial system, the medical systems, everything is breaking down. Okay? Because it will not survive in the frequencies that we're moving to. And people are waking up by the droves, man. By the droves. And it's becoming very, very evident and interesting, and people are getting revealed left and right for doing horrific things, despicable things. And I tell you, I said it yesterday on the live stream, man, and I'll say it again and again and again. I will not stop. I will continue to keep getting up and picking myself up no matter how many times I fall. Because I am meant to hear, I am meant to be here to bring this word to wake people up to the truth of who they are. I am meant to be here to assist humanity in remembering who they are, why they're here, and what they came here to do. And I will not stop. Because that's what I am meant here to, that's what I am here and meant to do. And I have God on my side, protecting me, guiding me, and leading me every single step of the way. Oh, that's an interesting topic. That's a very interesting topic. um, I've heard many, many different explanations of the light. Um, Hold on, let me get back to your question here. Hola, how are you? It's so early. You are brightening days and making it worth getting up out of bed when we are struggling to live our potential. ESP, especially, so you are right. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. I don't know that you've been on here the whole time, but I really appreciate that, man, a lot. And, it means the world to me when you say things like that and people say things like that. I'm grateful for you, man. Matthew, what's good, brother? Today's Q&A for like another 15 minutes. Well, like go back and watch the last 45 minutes leading healing, man, because I preached some words of God, and I'm just gonna say this, man. You know, I'm gonna say that no matter what, no matter how many times I fall, I'm gonna keep getting up because I'm here to lead humanity through this awakening, through the great awakening, as we enter the golden age, the age of love, the new earth. I'm here to lead humanity through it. I've gone through all the things I've gone through because I'm here to lead us through it. I'm here to welcome you into the new earth, the fifth dimension, man. No joke. Same species believing in an invisible friend reaching the moon. What does that mean? Oh. But tomorrow we're going to talk about extraterrestrials and higher dimensional beings and everything. Today's just a Q&A for a little bit longer. Yeah, I'm going to do it for a little bit longer. But this was a really fun live, man. We got some new subscribers again. I appreciate y'all, man, from the bottom of my heart. I just know that, man, I have so much love for the human race and this planet. And I came here for a reason. Oh yeah, I was talking, someone was asking about the light when you die. And I started to get into that. I started to talk about it and then I got distracted. Because there's a lot of interesting answers people have had. But see, here's the thing, man. We were really not supposed to forget everything, man. And we're beginning to remember everything. And yes, I think that there was a false light set up for quite some time. To trap people in reincarnating. Remember, man, there is a lot of dark energies and dark forces here that just want to keep the human race suppressed, controlled, and manipulated, and in fear. Basically, so that you kind of work your entire life, 80, 90, 100 hours a week, and then you just work to the point where you're just sad and depressed and confused and lost, and you're living paycheck to paycheck, so that you end up in the medical with all the chemicals they spray, and you breathe in and people breathe in, and and eventually you're in the hands of the doctors, and then you transition, and you didn't really come here to live what your soul came here to do. And so then when you have your life review at the end of your life, when you've already gone back onto the other side, you regret not doing what you came here to do. And you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to go back because I know that I could do it better. Yeah, I agree with you. And what do you think is happening now with all the energies on the planet, Matthew? And what we're experiencing, our bodies are changing, our minds are changing, we're spiritually changing. Presley, what happened to you, man? The other night, brother, I went live last night and the night before at 5 o'clock. I was missing you, dude. And I'm going to be going live again tomorrow at 5 to talk about a big topic. So we're going to need all of the moderators tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to be going live talking about extraterrestrials and higher dimensional beings. And there's going to be a lot of trolls. Today I just felt called to go live now. Oh, 8:37 a.m. here. Okay, yeah, it's 9:30 here. Yeah, I hope you can make it too, man. 5 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow, Saturday. Extra troll terrestrials. Sorry, couldn't resist, but yeah, true. Yeah, I'm gonna look up Min Min's. Yeah, I'm gonna screenshot it, man. I just screenshotted it, so I'm gonna look that up because yeah, I'll look up your videos, man. I'm just getting a lot of things done right now, and I've been wanting to go live for you guys as much as I can, so I have to be very mindful of what I how much I'm doing, because I'm trying to get done with a certification right now, and I'm trying to just get through a bunch of things so we could start um, having the clothing line posted up on here. Because now I just finally figured out the problem with why we haven't been able to receive super chats and everything. I changed my address before I received the Google AdSense card in the mail, and it freaking messed me up. So I I have got to now. It finally said that they're going to send it to the new address. So that I got squared away. There's a lot of things I've been trying to iron out, so I don't have too many things piling up. You know, I don't like procrastinating anymore. I really want to make sure that I get so. Um, he lost his digital pencil, so he hasn't been able to help. And I haven't heard from him in a while. He's kind of MIA, so it may not work out. I don't know. Um, and it's all good, man. You know, I appreciate the thought that's what counts. The thought, you know. Um, but I'm gonna tell you guys what, man. Buckle up, man, and grab your popcorn, because things are about to get very, very freaking interesting on the world stage. And they already have, and they are, and continuing to. Trust and believe me when I tell you that. Because more and more things are being revealed to us. I mean, I've known these things since I was little. Yeah, digital pencil, so you could do the digital drawings. He misplaced it or something. The popcorn, but first I've grabbed the mic and on stage. Yeah, man, you just got to get your popcorn and just watch the movie, because it is a movie and it is going to be an interesting show. And but man, let me tell you, man, we are going into the golden age. You guys trust me, man. I'm going to do a Q&A. Maybe it'll be next Friday, where you guys can come and we can talk about the med beds and Rife technologies and healing wands and replicators, and you guys can ask me questions about higher technologies, and I'll ask for. Wow, thank you, Preston, for the super chat, man. Wow, that's yeah, well, yeah, that works, but it's just sitting. Whatever we've gotten, like, I don't know, like 25 or 30 bucks between everyone that's donated over the time that we've had it available, and it doesn't go anywhere. It's been sitting in YouTube because they force you to verify your address, and I changed my address before I received the postcard to verify it. So finally, I had to wait 3 weeks, and it's been longer than that, I think. Finally, I've been able to hit the resend PIN code, and they're going to resend a card out in the mail so I can verify it, and then we can receive the funds. So basically, it's been just sitting in YouTube, like AdSense, like 30 something bucks or 20 something dollars. But that is so sweet, nice of you, Preston. I really appreciate that, man. It goes a long way, man. Trust me, you guys have no idea. It's gonna help us to create the new Earth School, and you know, to basically rehabilitate the human race, so we can create a better planet on this Earth, man. Yeah, hell yeah, man. It will help. Trust me when I tell you, every bit helps. This is a big undertaking that me and Luna are going to be taking on, and we are taking on, and um, I I want to continue to show up for you all, man, and bring the wisdom that I am supposed to bring, and lead humanity through this process of ascension. You know, and anything you guys help with, donating super chats and donations to Cash App and PayPal on our website, whatever it is, man. Even if you send us things to our PO box, whatever, man. cards. It goes a long way, man. Even just subscribing and tapping the like button, it helps so much. Like, you don't even know, man. It helps me to keep going every day. And it's not even a super chat. I'm appreciative of that. Believe me, I am. But just you guys commenting and telling me how much I've helped you helps me and keeps me continuing to go on. Careful having what on YouTube? What do you mean having what on YouTube? Oh, the funds that people have donated? Well, I couldn't do nothing about it. I mean, I reached out to them, they did nothing. And finally, we'll see if I get the postcard in the mail this time. But ADRS. Oh, no, man, it's a P.O. box. P.O. box. It's like a mailbox at the UPS store, basically, or the post office. So, no, I don't have my personal address on, no, where I live, no. No, definitely not. But it's a mailbox at the post office, you know what I mean? That we have to have for the IRS and stuff like that. And also if people want to send us things. And it's on our website, and it's below our videos as well. No, I don't have to go there. I barely even go there. And I actually have a friend at one of the postal stores, and I'm going to switch it to that one. And I can call him up anytime I want, and he'll tell me if he has anything for me. And then I go if I need to. And it's only like 10 minutes away, 15 minutes away or something like that. And I don't have to go there every day. I can go once a week or once a month, or I just tell him when I switch it over to there, I can tell him I'll call him and I'll just be like, hey, do you have anything, you know? Yeah, exactly. I mean, exactly, man. They already have everything, man. We have a microphone in our phone. We're a walking GPS. Exactly. I mean, anybody can find your information on the internet anyways, you know? So yeah, exactly, CJ. I mean, if somebody wants to find you, they're going to find you. Trust and believe that. Yeah. You know, if they really want to find you, they're going to find you. Random question, but how do you feel about owning firearms as a peaceful person? I mean, if that makes you feel comfortable, then do it. To be honest with you, I think that we're moving in a way that we're not going to need things like that anymore. Where the dark energies and entities are being eradicated. Exactly, they're tools, and if it makes you feel comfortable, then do it. You know, do what you need to do personally. Don't ever think that anybody is judging you for what you choose to do. You know what I'm saying? And if that's something that your soul is wanting to experience, you're going to have one regardless. So, if you feel guided to that, then do it. Yeah, and it's going to be in our lifetime, Preston. Trust and believe. It will be. I promise you that. It will be in this lifetime. There's so much help right now on this planet helping us. And by the way, guys, I ordered another singing bowl that is being custom made. Okay, and I got a really good deal on it. It's made with fluorite crystal. Oh yeah, I got to get going, man. I got to get going, guys. I didn't even realize the time, but I have to get going. I know they do, man. I know it does with you, but like, you know it doesn't with me. But this one is made with fluorite crystal, and it's it's tuned to the frequency of love. Presley, text me, man. I'm going live tomorrow. Text me, brother. And thank you for the super chat, man. And anybody that wants to donate, please donate. It helps us and goes a long way, man. Yeah, it's fluorite crystal, and it's tuned to the frequency of love. But it's going to take 5 to 10 days to get it. I don't know exactly when it will be here, but I will do an open box on the live stream. But tomorrow night, 5 p.m. Eastern, y'all, we're doing extraterrestrial contact. That's the topic. We're going to talk about higher being technologies, medbeds, replicators, all these different things that have been suppressed. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about aliens. We're going to talk about higher dimensional beings. We're going to talk about it tomorrow. The thing that nobody wants to talk about, we're going to talk about it on this show tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern. Be here. Do not miss it. It's going to be powerful, and I hope to see you there. And I love y'all, man, and have a good Friday. Thank you, Leading Healing. Thank you, Presley. Thank you, Preston. Thank you, CJ. Thank you, everyone, man, who has joined and who has contributed. And Preston, thank you, man, for the donation, brother. I am so appreciative, and so is Luna. Whenever we get it, we'll be grateful. It's kind of I guess it's like a savings account that YouTube is building up for us. Nah, we're supposed to get the PIN number soon, and it'll be in the mail. They said they're sending it out soon, and we'll be able to validate our address, and then we'll be able to receive the super chats. They're still coming, don't worry. So it just shows the balance in our thing. So I appreciate it, and we're going to definitely put it to good use. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm greatly appreciative, and so is Luna. And Luna is cleaning up some things in her life right now, working through some things, but she will be back very, very soon. Hopefully in the month of March. We have a big month of events that we're planning. We just have to get past the month of February, which she has some things going on. Yeah, she's good, man. She's good. She's got something. But all I ask everyone on here to do is wish her well today. She has something big, and I cannot speak about it, but she has something big she's attending today that is going to be potentially life-changing for her and her family. So that's all I can say. So please send her a good outcome. Thank you, Preston. I appreciate that, Preston. Wow, man, that means so much. You have no idea. You have no idea. Please send Luna a positive outcome today. I ask everybody to pray for her. It will mean the world to her. Whatever you can send, love, prayers, a good outcome, set a big intention for her. Again, it would mean the world, and hopefully, and I know it will help for her to have a positive outcome. That's all I can say about it. I can't speak anymore. She has to when the time is right. It's something she can't talk about at the moment. Yeah, exactly. So thank you, and thank you, everybody. I love y'all, man. I love you. I would stay on here for hours with you guys, man, talking about these subjects and topics. I love it. I love waking humanity up. This is why I'm here. This is what I came here to do. And I will reach globally. I will. And I am here to awaken humanity so that they remember who they are, why they're here, and what they came here to do. Each and every one of you, man. Thank you, Nectar. Subscribe to the channel. I mostly only know you, but I can tell she has extreme amount of energy flow. Yeah, well, you know what, Preston? If you want to know her, go on our channel. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos, live streams from her, and videos of her doing light language activations and all kinds of stuff. And she speaks only from the heart, man. She's a beautiful soul, and she's been through a lot in her life, which she actually talked about on the channel regarding sexual abuse and trafficking and many other things that she spoke about on this. Child trafficking, she went through all of it. Child pornography, everything, man, against her will. So just so you guys know, she had a really rough and hard upbringing, and it's all on the channel. She spoke a lot about it. Yeah, she's been through a lot, man. She's been through a lot of rough things, trust me. But she's here to do big things. And that's exactly why why she went through those things, so that she can lead other people through things that she's made it on the other side of, you know? So, yeah, she's gone through it, man. And she's such a beautiful soul, and yet she still has a massive open heart and just wants to help and serve, you know, humanity for the greater good. So, yeah, I'm gonna tell you what, man. There's a couple videos, shorts that I posted of her talking about the trafficking she went through as a kid, the grape. I can't say the word, but you know what I mean. She's gone through that as well. She's gone through child trafficking. She's gone through child pornography, all of it. And oof, it's heavy stuff, man. Wow, thank you, man. I'm gonna screenshot that for her. Thank you, Preston. That's so kind of you, man. I just got chills, really. Um, yeah, go on the channel, man, and watch. It will bring you to tears. She posted, I posted several videos of her shorts. She's wearing like a white t-shirt, kind of, and it's on she speaks of like this stuff that she's experienced. Um, Thank you, comedy. I appreciate it, man. That's really kind of you, man. I love you all, man, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, Preston, for the super chats. You're a beautiful soul, man. And thank you for donating. It will go a long way. You have no idea. Um, and again, thank you again, everybody, man. I love you all. We're building a beautiful community, man, of like-minded individuals where we can all help one another. And join our school membership platform if you guys can and have the ability to. We do live events every single month. It's a community with other like-minded individuals. And I hope you guys join, man, and join the community. We do breath work and laughing yoga and many other things on that membership platform on school. It's on our website. Sign up for a free newsletter. Follow us on all social media platforms at Daren and Luna. I love you all, man. And 5 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow, I will be live. Stay tuned. More is to come. I love y'all. I'll see you on the next live, on the next video, or somewhere around the world. Until then, let's go. Like, subscribe, share, and comment. And subscribe to our Facebook page, man. We're like 40 subscribers away from being able to go live streaming on Facebook. Please do, man, because that's how we can grow YouTube even more. So please follow us on Facebook so we can go live there. I love y'all, man. I'll see you soon. I'll see you 5 o'clock tomorrow, Eastern time, baby. I love y'all, man. Thank you, Preston, for the super chat. Thank you, Leading Healing, for holding it down with moderation, and Presley and Preston and CJ. I love y'all, man. I'll see you soon.